Look at how much, like, the dominance of this match. Minus 14 to 33.
Gag it!
Gag it. Nah, it's true. What's up, friend, and welcome back to another Eater Drift standard video. And if you've been a fan for this channel and you've seen some of my videos in the past, you might be familiar with a deck list that we ended up building during the Foundations era that you guys really loved, which was an Urborg Scavenger kind of deck. And this time around, in Eater Drift, I figured we gotta run this back because there's actually quite some relevant cards from Eater Drift that work beautifully with this deck, and that also solve one of the key problems that this deck faced back in the Foundations era. We're going to talk about that in a little bit, but first, let's have a look at this new card that is basically changing the game for this deck list. And of course, it's Ketramose, the New Dawn. Ketramose is a 3-mana 4/4 with Menace, Lifelink, and Indestructible. Ketramose can't attack or block unless there are 7 more cards in exile, and whenever one or more cards are put into exile from the graveyard enter the battlefield during your turn, you draw a card and you lose 1 life. So Ketramose synergizes with the Urborg Scavengers beautifully. Like, the Urborg Scavengers is kind of what the deck has been built around. It's a 3-mana 2/2, and when this creature enters your attack, you exile a target card from the graveyard. You put a 1/1 counter on this creature. The creature has flying as long as the exiled card with it has flying. The same is true for First Strike, Double Strike, Death Touch, Haste, Hexproof, Indestructible, Lifelink, Menace, Reach, Trample, and Vigilance. So the whole idea behind this deck list is find a way to shove cards with a lot of keywords into the graveyard, exile them with the Urborg Scavengers, and basically just copy all those, keywords. The greatest thing about Urborg Scavengers is that they synergize with Ketramose in like 2 ways. If you have a Ketramose on the battlefield and an Urborg Scavengers, upon attacking, you can exile a card, which means a Ketramose trigger. Same goes for entering the battlefield. But also, if Ketramose ends up being in your graveyard, your Urborg Scavengers can steal those very relevant keywords of Menace, Lifelink, and Indestructible. Especially Indestructible is really good with the Scavengers because you want to give them a way to protect themselves, right? If the second these dudes are immune to Go for the Throats or other destroy effects, you can just basically win the game with them, and that's kind of the whole goal of the deck. But yeah, Ketramose in here, super cool because it can also be a way to draw cards. And where Ketramose becomes relevant too is that one of the greatest ways that people would hate on this deck is through graveyard hate. So think about Ghost Vacuums, Rest in Pieces, and it would kind of just shut down the Scavengers. But you don't really care for that if Ketramose becomes enabled, right? Then all of a sudden, instead of winning the game with the Urborg Scavengers, we can change our strategy to just be fully zoned in on Ketramose value. If you want to cast a Rest in Peace and enable my Ketramose and potentially give me a ton of cards, we love to see it. So we kind of have that duality now. We have a backup plan in this deck list thanks to Ketramose, which is literally a game changer. It really is. Another new card from Eater Drift that we're working with is Loot the Pathfinder. So Loot is a 5-mana 2/4, and it's got some nice keyword soup on there. Double Strike, Vigilance, Haste. Especially giving the Scavengers Haste is something that I definitely wanted to have access to. And then you have 3 really cool exhaust effects. So the first one, add 3 mana of any color. Blue one, draws 3 cards, and the red one, deals 3 damage to any target. So there's actually some synergy in this deck too with Loot, because I am playing a copy of Soul Cauldron. Soul Cauldron works just greatly with Ketramose. Mainboard graveyard hate is never a bad thing anyways, especially if it's just one-off. But if you can somehow find a way to tutor Loot into your graveyard, which is super easily done with a very important card to the deck list, which is Cynical Loner. You exile with the Cauldron, you can turn all your creatures into Loots, or you can turn your Urborg Scavenger into a Loot with Double Strike, Vigilance, and Haste, and have a Scavengers with Haste. But yeah, being able to tutor up Loot and turning, especially if you get the Cauldron, is really powerful. And that's, like I said, Cynical Loner. It must be mentioned, the 2-mana 3/1 cannot be blocked by Glimmers. It's got Survival. That's the one that basically you play it for. At the beginning of your second main phase, if this creature is tapped, you may search your library for a card, put it into your graveyard, and shuffle. It's kind of the tutor effect that we care so much about, where we can just shove. There's a Talpa in the graveyard, which has got Flying, Double Strike, Vigilance, Trample, Indestructible. You can shove a Sire of 7 that's in there with First Strike, Vigilance, Menace, Trample, Reach, Lifelink, and Ward. A Traxa with the Flying, Vigilance, Death Touch, and Lifelink. Or Loot, right? To get the Loot effect in there. Or Ketramose. It's basically the way for us to just be in charge of what we want to, keywords we want to give to Urborg Scavengers. But also on the flip side of the deck list, we are also Zombify gamers. So if at some point we want to reanimate a Traxa or a Valgavoth, we can do that. We can just tutor it into the graveyard with the Loner. Or we can discard it with Liliana or with Bitter Triumph if they're stuck in our hands. It's also why we're playing Hovership. Initially, Hovership was played in the original version of this deck as well. because it would curve out beautifully with the loner. Like, crewing is a way for you to tap the Cynical Loner without having to attack with it. But also the hovership synergizes greatly with Ketramose as well, because it's an exile removal effect. So Ketramose is just an incredible upgrade for this deck list. And so is Loot the Pathfinder. So I am so hyped. In the games that I ended up playing, I went 3-1, which I didn't really play much more games than that, but the deck still held its own super well. And Ketramose actually made it so that we kind of didn't care about people that would, you know, do graveyard hate against us. Whereas normally it would be a devastating thing. Now we were kind of just chilling. Also, what I forgot to mention is that the sideboard does have a lot of exile effects too, like exercises, lockdowns, the end, more ghost vacuums, Elspeth Smites, all ways to basically shift your strategy in game 2 or game 3 to fully on Ketramose if your opponent is going crazy with graveyard hate. So the deck's literally feeling better than ever. Ketramose is basically a dream for this deck list. And I hope you enjoy the gameplay that's coming up. So yeah, let's dive into it. If you want to see all the games, you can check them out on my VOD channel. And of course, don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. So let's get started. Okay, I was about to say, like, surely this is nobody in the chat. Like, surely not. Okay. If the... Either way, let's lock into the game at hand. Yeah, you were taking their perspective, I would imagine. Yeah, hold removal, I guess. Yeah. Gonna get executed. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of this loot, and I'm gonna potentially shove it under the cauldron. Cauldron loot, boogies. Just gotta find a creature to give the ability to, and then I'm vibing. Definitely want to make sure that I can actually do this, so I'm gonna slam the cauldron. Okay. Just any card. Some abilities too. Okay. Hey, yo, it's Cynical Loner. I'll start off with Liliana. Put some pressure on him. Get rid of this Atraxa. Mainboard Bailiff. Easy. Mainboard Bailiff. Okay. Not yet. They actually got rid of Anoint. That's pretty good. That hits Ketra and Urborg. Yeah, no, that's easy. Liliana can get rid of that. Boop. Yeah, I love Liliana. Such a fan. Find a way to get the exhaust abilities. Speed? Ayo. Spooky lady, big fan. That's true. Love ourselves some spooky ladies. Okay. This is so good for me. Like, giving the Cynical Loner the loot ability, dude. Because it also taps it, which allows you to shove more cards in the graveyard. Like, you're kind of thriving. Okay. Let me draw 3 cards. Ooh. Yeah, that was a really cool interaction. Unfortunately, we just hit fucking land, so that's a little worse. Like, we kind of ate that up, but... Wait, they had to go for the throat? Okay. I'll pay to 3. Okay, let's shove something in the graveyard. What should we do? I mean, not really any other things with like sweet activated abilities. It's more like catch your most value, this Cauldron too. But you know, sometimes when a dream is alive, you can get the Cauldron with the Atraxa. I'm thinking Zatalpa. Okay, Ryan, you really want Atraxa? Let's do Atraxa. You got it. Second Atraxa. It's fine. I think either way we're always chilling here, right? Like, yeah, they're playing in everything we're doing, so yeah. They were not going to stick around for much longer. Okay. You did pretty good there. Arcfiend. I'm not sure what the hell Arcfiend of the Dross is doing in a Dimir deck, though. Unholy Annex shenanigans? Possibly. Again. The loot synergy was sick though. The dream. It's vibes. We can do it again. Somehow got our singular Cauldron in hand again, and we do have a Cynical Loner for to shove loot in the grave. So yeah, this is like the true definition of a spicy brew. It really is. Spicy brew. The Arena champ on earlier, that format feels like Standard Plus more than ever. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, Loner with the Hovership curve? That's really good. That's why we're playing Hovership, because it can tap the Loner. It's a nice interaction. Okay. The fact that they didn't go after it, oh, whatever, man. You do you, honestly. You do you. I'll just grab this one. Alright, so. Loot engrave. And then we can set up the Cauldron. They're a bit lost. Yeah, it's a very unique deck, so I don't blame them for not really knowing how to play against it. Okay. So it's an opportunity for me to play Lily with like the mana effect. It's... Let's just do this. Well... Yeah. Do it. Let's get rid of the bat. Alright, let's get some Urborg targets in here. Perfect. Urborg, we're ready for you. Sheesh. It was important that they didn't make a token there so we can set up this. Discard Atraxa. Play Lily. Yeah, I think they're just playing mono black demons, but they're like splashing blue, even though we haven't seen yet what for. So... No, I need them. Okay, wait. I'm declining it. I need them. Give me the Urpogs. We need to thrive. Random Kaito? Yeah, possibly. Okay, I'm gonna draw 3 cards. I heard you like Cynical Loner. Hold on, let me cook here. I'll actually shove one of these in there. I don't have enough. They had a ghost vacuum and they decided, oh my goodness. Yeah. Fire as well. Dude, we're chilling so fucking hard, it's unreal. This opponent does not know what's going on. They have no clue what's happening to him. Seriously. They are lost. Oh, they got the Anoint though? Sure. I can protect Lily, but... I wish I could save my homies or like activate my thing, but I don't have mana open, so... Just have to like put a creature... Rip Lily. Rip. It is what it is. Because if I block it, then they just get a creature back. So then Liliana still doesn't do the trick, right? Alright, let's see. I do want to hit something here to get the loot effect on my things. Get trapped! So you are fully out of thingies. Let me see. I could get rid of this demon with the 2 of the loot thingies. I might want to do that, honestly. I think it will probably be a decent play. It's a fucking 6/6. Give the thing here. And then we're gonna go... Boom. Boom. Feels like a weird way to do that, but it is what it is, quite honestly. Okay, what are we shoving in the grave? I think we're literally almost just good. Shoving all the valuable, like, reanimator thingies in there, thinning the deck out. Guess our best bet's like, oh my god, it's the speed demon. Yo. What a vibe. Based. Based. I mean, I had like a huge attack anyways. I think I would actually had lethal here because I could exile, activate Ketramos, and I had my manland too. We also won with loot and all that cool shit though, so I'm proud of us. Cynical Loner, my beloved. That's one white. Ooh, we could just tutor something for Zombify. Gandalf's Avatar, it's gotta be a Get Lost, surely. I've been playing Domain. Good luck, gamers. Well, it's weird, but we have to play out the hover ship because, like, I want to get the survival trigger. Just gotta make sure that I can tutor something good in the graveyard here. Alright, chat, what's gonna destroy them? What's gonna destroy them? Atraxa? Atraxa get a refuel? Yeah. Let's do Atraxa. I'm holding Triumph because fucking Zur probably. Don't, please. Traxa, give them a taste of wrong. Yeah, give them a little taste of what they lost, you know? If you go like a year back in time and you would tell Domain players everywhere that Atraxa isn't relevant anymore and people are playing Zur instead, I think people would get like strokes. Or you get beat up, like nobody would believe you. It's wild. Atraxa not being good enough. People were calling for Atraxa bans, mind you. Zombify! Whee! Definitely need to hit land. There's no land in any of this? Yo. Let's do this. No land. Wow. 10 cards, no land. I don't know what the odds of that are. It must be low. This one on Moxfield? Yeah, it'll end up there. Don't worry. What a vibe. Hey, at least I got a land there, huh? Alright, so we got the Cynical Loner. Let's set up some vibes. Even though I'm like pretty sure we're gonna get hit by a ley line here. Did I hit Loner? They're hitting Loner with the ley line and not Atraxa. Like, this is not real. This is not real. What the fuck? Like, I'm actually gagged. Right. Loner's the real threat? Like, what the fuck? I mean, I was gonna shove loot in there, but like, what? Get in there, queen. That's crazy, dude. You ever have your Loner grabbed instead of your Atraxa? It. Alright. gonna be curious to see how this game plays out. One of the moments of all time, for sure. One of the moments of all time. Yeah, like, I have an 8/8 with flying and death touch, so... that's my truth. I think they're gonna animate something, maybe. Nah, I mean, my Zombify is revealed, so they probably thought I was gonna, like, do some crazier shit, right? It's low-key. It's, like, with the knowledge that we have, it's low-key not the craziest play ever. It really isn't. It really isn't the craziest play. I'm just only laughing about it because I think it's just so funny. That somehow we are in a spot in the game that Cynical Loner is like, you know, the more threatening card. But I don't think they necessarily made the wrong choice. That's not necessarily what I'm saying. I mean, I'm just gonna remove this right now. Yeah, no, I get that. I get that. Like, I kept saying, I don't think they made the wrong choice at all. In hindsight, right? Like, there's a reason we grabbed Cynical Loner. Because we were gonna do some more Zombify and, like, I got a Soul Caller and shenanigans with it. But it's just funny to me that the deck somehow, like, Cynical Loner is deemed to be more powerful than an Atraxa. That's the only thing. I think it's, pretty neat, to be honest. Oh shit, the Loner? Don't make them see this. Thoughts on Spell Pierce? Solid card. I don't think it's seen enough play. We put the Fear of God into them. Cynical Loner. Bom bom bom. Bom bom bom. Bom bom bom. Bom 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 bom. When I have this thing hit by a crate, like a... yeah. So what's the vibe? I kinda want to do loot, because I can win with loot, right? If I actually manage to hit an explore on something here. Perfect. Need a counter on it. Loot, activate both exhaust abilities, win the game. Like, this deck is sick as fuck. Like, it just is. It's sick as hell. I need to make a deck that plays Cynical Loner and the Gearhulk somehow. Just tutor everything. Well, that would kind of be really bad, but it's pretty fun. So, you guys ready for my my magic trick? Actually, I need another creature in play. I can grab that. So I need to do Zombify, hit a track sound, put a land in play. Exhausting, you need to tap. We win in style. Surely. Like, yeah, I do have Bitter Triumph for the win as well. But isn't this shit, like, infinitely cooler? Like, hell fucking yeah. Hell yeah. That's how you do it. Much better than Bitter Triumph or whatever. Very nice. I mean, now they're gonna get angry and they're gonna play like a ton of rips and all that, but that's where Ketramose comes in play, hopefully. I do have a lot of respect for it anyways. That's nice though. Love that. Loved everything about that. I think I'm a Sire gamer in this matchup. Oh, I'm Ward 7. It's not bad though. That's what you're saving deck slots in your Ketra pile. Nah, you know, like, we force them to play Rip and then our Ketramos pops off. Like, GG's. Nobody will ever expect it. It's like the ultimate plan, you know? Yo? Maybe you want to hit the beans here. Timmy mentality? Right, right. They're gonna help us out, surely. Oh. Playing nice, a little awkward with Ketra, huh? Hmm. You could try to like bait it, but I don't think there's much use of that. Hmm. Problem is, if I slam it now, they can leyline. Can they? They have 2 types? No, they can't, right? No, they have 3 types. So they can do it. And then they could do Zur, and then they can animate it, and I'm in a pretty weird spot, I think. Well, I do have Hovership this Triumph, but they do get a good swing. Well, you know what? Maybe I'll try it. I also draw a card, right? If they hit Ketra. Yeah, I'm just assuming they might. Or they do. Or do I not get a Ketra trigger? No, I do. Okay. Ugh. Plays out the way we thought it would. Okay, I kind of want to use Hovership on Zur because it's like one of the few things I can hover. You know, setting up Liliana would have been pretty neat, but... Okay. It might have counters, but... Nah, I mean, I'm always doing this. I gotta be mindful of dying, though. Yeah, that's just, we have to just be careful of that for sure. You gotta be locked the fuck in. No targets? Well. Man, my fucking life total. When you... I'm like slightly worried about this being an overlord. I feel like it's something they can turn up. I'm gonna get rid of this. There's a ghost vac. Okay, sure. Then they have removal in hand, maybe. Art pop. Like, it's actually unreal how much she cooked with art pop. You know, I'm honestly at peace with that because I still have to figure out what the hell I'm gonna do with this. Oh my god, nice. Okay. Just hit whatever. Like, I know I could be drawing cards right now, but I also could be losing life right now. So that's kind of where I'm at. I have to be a little bit careful with my opponent at 26 life, you know? I actually don't hate that, but let's do a little better. Gotta get that Catrimo's value. Exile something. Doesn't matter what. Okay, Ketra at 4. Do we dare? No, not yet. Not yet. I could be exiling a Traxa with Urborg to give it flying and death touch and whatever, but also lifelink, I guess. But ideally, I reanimate an Traxa, I think. Okay, I think it's time. Here we go. Let's get rid of this. Sure. They were waiting. One away from crazy value. You know, I actually don't hate that because it's like hovership synergy with the call with the loner. I was gonna say like they low key need a Sunfall, but okay. Overlord the Mistmorts with the end. I think that's a pretty good target. Perfect. Catrimo's value. Wee. Let me think. I mean, we're so winning this. Low key, we're so winning this. Let's go. Boom, boom. I might actually get rid of that Atraxa. A little bit more life, you know? Play it safe or whatever. Yo. Yeah, let me get 11 life. I could find a way to discard this. I could give the homies hexproof. Don't jinx, there's still Sunfall. No, that's true. That's true. That is true. Okay. To top a hardcast. Yeah, I'm on my way. I'm on my way. Vigilance on the Scavengers is so sweet too with loot. If we can manage to hit loot in the graveyard. The exhaustibility. You gotta get Ketra, surely. Yeah. Force block at least. Sure, I'll do it. I'll do it. I was thinking, like, if I hold back, then I could get the loot in exile in the cauldron. Make loot soup, but okay. Actually, do I have a creature to shove in here? I might not. No, I do. About to say, I thought I had another. Catch your most value going crazy. Iki, thank you for the prime. Alright, let's shove that cauldron or the loot in there. And yeah, I'll just wait, just in case. Because if they sunfall us, we can always exile loot with Urborg Scavengers and have an Urborg Scavengers with haste, which also does the job, right? So, alright. Chat, we kind of ate. We kind of ate, I'm not gonna lie. Look at how much, like, the dominance of this match. Minus 14 to 33. Yeah, I get it. Nah, it's true. We did really good. Okay, so if I discard Ketramos, I can Urborg Scavengers with Menace Lifelink and Indestructible. Food for thought. Probably do something cool with that. You need a land though. It's control. Bruh. Oh no, I'm missing land drops. It's going down. It's going down. Please give me a land. I need to cast Liliana like right now. An emergency. Yo, Rick, thank you for the 3. Not kidding. Give me a f***ing land. Stacy Girls. Stacy actually has like a new song out that's kind of a bop. Like, I'm torn between thinking it's mid and it's a bop. Like, I'm not sure. Okay, this is kind of... okay. Valgavasi in the graveyard. I do have a Zombify, which I will probably never be able to fire off. Deck's so powerful, only the Shuffler can defeat it? Yeah. That's where we're at. Lance? Oh my god. Bro, the vibes. The vibes are bad. Damn. Okay, I'm gonna put it in the queue. I want to listen to it again. I like the chorus a lot. I think that one's slayed. I feel like every land drop we miss, or every turn that passes with us not having a land, the more we're like losing this, I fear. I mean, on a positive note, they don't really know what we're doing outside of this very suspicious Valgavoth in the graveyard. I don't want to do this. I'm cooked. Oh my god. Chat. We just dip before we're feeling more to them, I think. That's not good. Okay, exercise needs to get rid of these rips and whatever else. The end could actually be pretty good here too. Bruh. Japanese? It's duress. Arena was like, oh, you're having too much fun? Let me fuck you over in 30 different ways. Fucking S tier hater. Unreal. I'm ripping a land. I don't care. Bro, I'm ripping this land. Okay. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Okay, we do have the cauldron, so we could shove loot. Never didn't have it. Gotta have that confidence, you know? My sometimes it's cursed, you know? It is what it is. Sometimes it's cursed, sometimes it works out. It's okay. It's kind of a way to keep the, you know, the interest going, I guess. Unreal. Thoughtseize bug? Look. Nar. At least hopefully their mana shit, unless they rip a basic off the top. Be too powerful if I had good land RNG. Oh, it's true. If I had good land RNG, I'd be unstoppable. You're like one of those LGS gamers that's like, man, if I just had good luck, I'd be winning worlds. It's true, it's true. Gotta get like a daily subscription on an Etsy witch. Never have any problems with my lands ever again. Okay, thank God. We got a game. Loot! Get your ass in this graveyard. Because we're fucking desperate. Okay. This will help. Loot to the rescue. It's actually like the cutest art ever, not gonna lie. If Loot looked like a little baddie in like all the art instead of some like insane, disgusting monster, I'd be a Loot fan. He looks so cute here. Nar. The sassy pose, yeah. It's just sick. I love this art. Like, we need more cute loot rather than like weird loot. You know? Like on a real note, like what the hell is this? Let's be honest. Like, what is that? You gotta be joking. Like, nobody wants to see this. The main art on this isn't bad, but like in the little vehicle, like he's cool as fuck. That's more like it. First loot. Now loot with the teeth out like that reminds me of those what are those like children's toys? I'm trying to think of what it reminds me of. Where it's like you have like these ugly like plushies. That makes sense? No, it's like a trend. No. They're like what are they called? Not Furbies. Did they just try to board wipe my Ketramos? Did I see that right? Like, Bugglers are what they called. I saw this the other day. Okay, they just concede. Yeah, they're called like Fugglers. I have no idea, bro. Look. They look like that. And it's like a trend with kids. But tell me that this does not resemble this. Like people love them, but it's like the cursed teeth and stuff. Like it's got that really cursed energy. Like, I don't know, the youth nowadays. But yeah, it's the same. It's the same, I fear. Anyways. It's wild. Anyway, not to judge, but what a moment. The SpongeBob and Patrick Star ones? Oh god, wait. I have to see. Oh my god, what the fuck? Bruh. The fuck? That's so cursed. Dude. You know, I kind of respect it. Like, in a way, it's kind of like BM, you know? Abar, thank you for the prime. It's kind of like BM. Let's see, what do I want to hit here? Probably gonna start off with getting rid of stock up. Can you get a Fuggler for the background? Somebody gifts it to me at MagicCon or something, I would do it. But I don't know, I feel like they would bring some like dark entities into your home, probably. It was invented by a British lady, you know, and that makes sense. And that adds up, I fear. Coconut, thank you for the 7. Gotta find a way to shove any of these Atraxas in my grave. You need a mill drop so we can send you cursed objects. Yeah, low-key, I should see if I can set that up at some point. Be funny. Yeah, Elle, I was about to say, like... Holy shit. Liliana would have been fantastic. These are crazy, though. Like, what the fuck? Why do they look like that? I don't know. Dexter, thank you for the prime. Why the hell? Like, this one's kind of based, actually. Like, this one's kind of based, but, like, bro... I don't even... Bruh. It's nightmarish, yeah. Okay, this one's kind of cute too, because it's like pink like that. That's not bad. But some of them, holy shit. Wild. Anyways, that's what loot reminds me of. TLDR, that's loot. They need to get the collab going. I'm trying to get to Atraxa somehow. Like, give me anything that I can discard, please. Nah, I can't keep... I mean, I can't do that. Would you rather have a Fuggler or Annabelle? I'd probably throw a party with Annabelle, you know? We could be friends. I'll choose Annabelle. I think we could have fun together. I don't want to like get hit by Raidzen. You can hit it with Get Lost though. Rare discard? Yeah, I'm waiting on it. Annabelle's a party doll. She's just a misunderstood queen, you know? The feminine urge to queen out with Annabelle. And okay, did I find double blue now? Annabelle and Samara from the ring. Dream blunt rotation. Yeah, yeah. Exactly. Dream blunt rotation. Dude, we're actually just rotting here, aren't we? Fucking hell. No discard effects. Just a crazy unfortunate that we're drawing both of these attracts us into our hand too, though. I don't want to zombify Urborg, but I might just have to. Eh, kind of misery though. I think the Jellycats are pretty cute, not gonna lie. I think they're cute. At least they're adorable. They're not just out there with like cursed real teeth, you know? Different. Jace. Jace, what are you gonna do? Mill me? Oh, I'm so scared. Please don't mill a Zatalpa or anything for me to get this thing hexproof. They're actually milling me? What? They're insane. Once again, I don't think they're understanding what we're trying to do. Etrimo's value. Jace saved us. Yeah, shout out to Jace. Yep, I'll take that for the Overlord. Urborg. Exile Zatalpa. Boop. Not too bad. Shout out to Jace. Shout out to Jace. Surely they have to get rid of the Urborg, right? Because they would just fucking die if they try to get rid of Ketra. Okay. This is like trying to planning on just milling me in general, but it's not gonna work. Squishmallows. I think I'm not a Squishmallow. Like, I couldn't see those, but the Jellycats are cute because they can just be plushies of like objects. Jellycats or the what is it? The Squishmallows remind me too much of Funko Pops. Like, I think they're in the same realm. Not really a vibe. Okay, let's exercise this. Loner. Well, my Urborg is actually, it's got vigilance, right? So do I not just win this? Like, how are they going to deal with Urborg when it's got vigilance? Now, I do agree with that. Certain stores, yeah, the pop-ups. Hmm. Yeah, I think they missed the vigilance. Problem is that I'm still not getting there yet, though. Weird vibes here. Just want to have the hover ship so I could maybe attack with it next turn. Like, you know, I can deal 2 damage, turn out 2 life. You get the vibe. Jace could mill me 9 cards. You already played. This is Jace number 3 already, though. Like, what's the odds that they have the 4th Jace in 20 cards? I mean, I don't want to say what are the odds, because then they're gonna have it, but like... That's... whatever. I mean, not whatever, they draw a lot of cards here, but... Still, it needs to be the Jace number 4 in, like, 40 cards. Anywhere near the top, like, for them, which... I think we might be okay. Yeah, they need to spend 5 mana to get rid of Rides End, or to get rid of the Urborg, right? It's like a Sunfall. They're not in Sunfall mana like that. They're passing? Hmm. I genuinely cannot think of like how they would possibly get rid of Urborg unless like they bounce on it. Deshana, that's good. Hold on. They live for a turn? Okay. Still gotta hit the hover ship with Ryzen though. Oh, is that a flex? Gonna shove loot there still. Well, I think they have to save Ryzen for whenever Ketramose attacks Ride, because they can't get rid of Ketramose with a get lost, so... Yeah. $16 cards left. Well, if they ever hit that other Jace, it's just over for me anyway, but I mean, like, outs for me are... hitting another... what is it? Hitting... a Scavengers? Yep, never mind. Jace number 4 in the top, like, half of the deck, so GG's, I guess. Unreal. What a gamer. What a gamer.